What's up, everybody? One day I'm gonna be coming at you with an Audi R8. I'm gonna do a car video and a McLaren 675 LT. Hello. But for now, I'm coming to you live from the 94 Camry. And today, if you would like to know how to be a lot less religious and bound up in your relationship with God, stay tuned. Greetings, guys. My name is Devin Lavore, just in case this is the first time you're visiting this channel. And I want to tell you a little story. I moved to Indiana in 2002. I started off there in a homeless shelter, actually, for a couple weeks. And then I was able to move in with a friend of mine for a little bit. So I was in transition at the time, right? And transition can be a mess. Your whatever daily routine or schedule you have can be off big time. And mine was. And I had not been reading the Word, praying, and writing my worship songs and worshiping like I liked to do. I hadn't been doing that. And this thing creeped up inside, or really out of me, that was like, oh my God, God's gonna not be happy with me. He's gonna be so displeased with me. I haven't been communicating with him. I haven't been fellowshipping with him. When the truth of the matter is I had been all day, the whole time. It's just I hadn't had those particular bullet points of prayer and Bible and quiet time and all that stuff in my life, for a couple days. For a couple days, okay? And here I am ready to like whip myself with a cat o' nine tails. And I'm getting ready to lay my head down on this air mattress, because that was the bed I had at the time. And I was like, and just in my heart, in that stream of consciousness, my heart was saying, all right, tomorrow I got to get that Bible in. I got to make sure I pray, and I got to make sure I do this. And I do it because I enjoy it, but still the religious stuff can pop up in there. And God said this to me. He said, Devin, can we just get rid of the supposed to be's and the have to be's and the need to do's and all that? And I tell you what, man, it was like dropping a nuclear bomb of like peace into my life, because I was like, wow, you know what? I've been doing that. I've got caught up in that. And now that word right there was for me, but that could be for anybody struggling with, feeling like you have to perform for the Lord these spiritual tasks. Or like, you got to evangelize. You got to go lead someone to the Lord. If I don't lead someone to the Lord, my life in the Lord is worthless. What am I doing? That's not true. And you just have to walk with God. I'm going to do a video on walking with God too. But God just wants you to be with him, And I tell you what, when you can learn how to just be with God and continually just be with him, that's really, it's a freer place to be. Don't feel like you have to read the Bible, because what happens when you have to do that? You better do that. It kind of recoils you and makes you not want to do that thing, doesn't it? Now see, that is exactly what a religious spirit wants from you. It wants you to recoil from the Word. It wants you to recoil from prayer. It wants you to recoil from all the things that kind of foster and, facilitate your relationship with God. But you have to always come back to that, read the book of Galatians, and you always have to come back to the fact that you came to know the Lord. You came to be in relationship with God without any of those things being in your life. And it was because he came into your life that you wanted to get to know him. So you started reading the word. It was because he came into your life. You're like in awe of who he is that you want to sing to him and, thank him and give praise to him. It's because he came into your life that you want to develop this thing called prayer and talk to him and have him hear from you. See, that's real life right there. It's not your life with God is your life with God. It's not like your 1 hour in the morning with God. If you have 1 hour in the morning with God and the rest of your day, you're just kind of winging it, you need some help. You need God's help. So I just want to let you guys know that, like, most of you out there who are watching my videos, who are attracted to my videos, you're probably doing awesome already. And so don't get caught up in the religious stuff of, well, I have to do this and I have to do that and I have to do this and I have to do that. I have to tithe. Tithing is part of the word too. But I tell you what, I was in such financial trouble for a while. I went like a whole year without tithing. And I did not see the devourer come in and devour my life. Because I was like that guy who was beating his breast saying, my face is not fit to look up in heaven because I have not tithed. Because I have to either eat or tithe. And I chose to eat. Lord, can you help me with that? And we can talk about that. I can make a video on that too. Show you some awesome things God showed me about that. Not that God said to me ever, don't tithe. He never said that. But he shared with me some things that helped me be less religious in my approach to tithing and giving. And now it's like when God speaks to you, he gives you understanding about what he really wants and why he said what he said and why he set up a principle. It makes you want to do it. Freedom in Christ is not freedom to not do the things that are good for you. That is honestly the opposite of a religious or the kind of the opposite end of the same spectrum of a religious spirit, is to just free. It's kind of like spiritual anarchy. And it's like, I've met people like that. I've been in ministry with people like that. And it's just like, no, that's not. God gives us his grace to be able to know him and walk with him. So I hope that blesses you guys. Stop getting into the law. Don't let these laws, don't let the New Testament just become an addendum to the Old Testament, where you just have more laws that you have to follow. And then if you fail, you feel miserable and condemned. That's not God's will for you. Jesus died and shed his blood to forgive your sins so that you don't have to be condemned. He took that condemnation on himself. So don't start taking it back. Okay? And read the book of Galatians. That's a prescription for your religiousness. So I hope you guys were blessed by that. And I will see you guys on the next video. And do me a favor and get on your Google account. Sign into your Gmail, and then go to YouTube, watch this video again, and then click the subscribe button. That one right, wait, is that one right there. All right, guys, love ya. See ya.